Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Ravel Martinez with another tip for us foreign graduate veterinarians who are taking the exams for us to get to be able to practice here in the US. Of course, that would be the ECFVG exams and also the NAVLE. So my tip for today, and I get a lot of questions on Facebook. A lot of people message me online asking tips specifically for NAVLE. So my best tip that I remembered worked for me when I was trying to do the exam myself is to train to be able to answer questions for a long period of time and looking at that computer screen for a long period of time. So some of us, we have maybe some office jobs. Sometimes we look at the computer for a long period of time. But some of us, if we're working as a tech or we're working on a more physical job, we don't necessarily look at the computer for a long period of time. So I looked it up because I forgot how long it was to take the NAVLE, how long the test was. I forgot about it. I looked it up online. So the NAVLE itself, you'll be spending 7.5 hours at the testing center. So 7.5 hours, that's almost a full work shift for some of us. So it's a 15-minute orientation and tutorial. The actual testing is 6.5 hours, and that's divided into 6 blocks of 65 minutes each. So almost an hour per block. And then you get a 45-minute lunch, including some of the breaks that you have to take. But it's a long time. I remember when I was taking my exam in Arizona, I remember going into the testing center, it was dark. When I left the testing center, it was already dark again. So it's a whole day event. So the closest thing that I could relate to with this is people who run a marathon. I remember I used to do like marathons, not the long ones, just the short ones. But I used to do marathons, and you don't train for for a marathon by running for about 15 minutes or 10 minutes. Initially, that's how you do it. But closer to the actual marathon, you have to train to run for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, just to be able to have your body learn how to compensate for that long period of time that you need to be running. Same goes with the NAVLE. So if you're not used to staring at the computer for that long a period because some of us will work as a tech, then I definitely would want you to try to study or answer questions one after the other online for as long as period as you can. I mean, you can always take a little bit of a break, but just have that muscle memory in your brain where you're staring at the computer, getting asked this many questions for a very long period of time. In a way, that will help you to be able to not lose focus during the exam. It's really hard. I mean, I remember sometimes when I was studying for looking at the computer, and it's like after work and right before bedtime, I would get sleepy. And that's the truth. But what I would do is I would, on my days off, try to just not do anything, especially in the mornings or midday, and just keep answering those questions. I did vet prep when I was studying for the NAVLE, and it's one question after the other, one question after the other, and it does help. And I really feel that training your mind, putting in that muscle memory to be able to answer questions one after the other would be a really good practice. I did that and I passed the NAVLE, and hopefully it works for you as well. so that it will be one less step for you to finish and one less step for you to not worry about. And then, like, I have a Facebook page. It's DVM Rovel, RO, V as in Victor, EL. At Facebook, you can always add me up, and then watch out for my next video. Thank you very much, and keep on studying. Bye-bye.